Hello, hello. It's Business Partner, B1 Plus, Unit 4, Business Strategy, Lesson 4.4, Business Skills, Problem Solving Meetings, Part B. We started last video with this lesson, Problem Solving Meetings, and we saw how to work on a business meeting, how to behave, how to lead effective problem-solving meetings. Do you remember the tips? Building with energy, discussing with creativity, and ending with commitment. What was more important for you? The discussion, the commitment, the positive beginning? Well, everything is important, but maybe there was something more important for you. Let's just review these phrases that we are going to use in the following exercise number 4. We saw lots of language on how to be positive, how to work on a problem-solving meeting. And we saw these phrases, for example. I think that's a nice idea. Do you remember doable? Simple and doable. Shall I take this on? Or do any of you have time to do this? Assigning the activity or the decision, the task. Great to see you all here today. Greeting positively, energetically. Okay, then I think we need to look at recruitment as the quick solution. Agreed? What else can we do? The real problem is a lack of language competence here in the company, which we need to solve or we will lose potential customers. Well, these were sentences connected to these tips. We worked on them. If you haven't seen, why don't you watch part A of the video, part A of the lesson, and then you'll be able to understand the ideas, the phrases, the uses of them more easily. And then we had this, clarifying the problems, suggesting a solution, building on others' ideas. This was wonderful. Agreeing, disagreeing, offering to help. And we had these sentences. They are just very nice. Just building on Rule's idea, I think, tra-la-la. Would it be positive to, look, would it be possible to? You give your idea, you ask people to agree or not with you. If we do that, it will just increase our costs. Can you explain again what the problem is exactly? This is to clarify, right? Very good. To pick up on what Rule said, why don't we hire people with the right skills? Why do you think this is such a problem? This is wonderful language. Look at number 7. I think that makes a lot of sense. That's to agree, right? I'm happy to take that on, offering to help. How about using a call center, suggesting a solution? How about we have many good language to use when we are in a meeting like this. And we saw in the first part of the lesson that pointing fingers isn't very good. We saw that being positive is wonderful because the focus should be on solving the problem. You aren't enemies, you are part of a team united to take care of the interests of the company. Does it always work like this? Maybe not, but you could do your part to promote those values in the company, right? So let's see the second part that is really practical. Remember, it's business skills, so let's work on the skills and on how to solve problems and have a meeting to find the solution. The first exercise for this part B is discussing a problem using the steps below. Choose one of these ideas or a problem of your own. We have these two suggestions. You can't decide where to go on holiday next year. Well, I'm recording this video in the end of December, so this is really a good topic for today. There's no time to do sport during the week. Oh, that's a real problem. Why don't you focus here on this problem to increase or to develop or to work on your health? What do we have to do? Well, you are going to decide on the problem to work on, and then you are going to explain the problem. The other student should clarify the problem and or ask for clarification. And again, restate the problem. Then you go for the solutions. Suggest a solution. Build on student B's idea. Like if it's about sports, you could play court soccer after work. Oh, I don't like it very much, but I like volleyball, so I could play volleyball after work. Oh, that's a good idea. Ask for more ideas. Oh, there's that court where people join or where people gather to play volleyball. Suggest another solution. Or people, you could invite some friends to play, and oh no, my friends don't like volleyball, and then suggest another solution. Oh, maybe there are some teams in the town you could join to play every week. Agree and decide solution. Offer to help. Oh, I'll ask my friends to see if they know anybody that's part of a team, and so on. By the way, here in Chapecó, there are many teams. There are some teams of volleyball. They play against each other, and they have training sessions for adults, and it's something private, not part of a club, a real club or an institution. It's really nice to see adults with young people and so on. Well, after that we have this teacher's resource extra activity that works on using this language. We have these 3 problems. Write down 2 ideas to solve each problem using the phrases below. Make sure you use each problem-solving phrase once. We have 3 problems. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to use all of them to talk about these problems. For example, your organization wants to promote a more healthy lifestyle to its staff. Why don't we cut junk food as an option in the canteen? I think we should promote good food in the restaurant, in the canteen. I don't know. The point is that we have to use all these different 6 starts to suggest ideas. Your organization wants to motivate staff to work 2 days at home to reduce office costs. That's a nice idea, don't you agree? Really, it goes really well with the pandemics, by the way. Would it be possible to control the employees while they are working? And what if we gave some training on how to use tools to work from home? Your organization does not have enough women in senior positions. Oh, that's so sad. It should change, right? I think that we need to do this to, I think what we need to do is to promote this culture in the company, to have more women accessing more senior positions. Another idea would be to hire women that are already successful in these senior positions in other companies and bring them to work in our company. You see, well, you don't have to use these beginnings in this order. You could use in a different order, but we should use them, right? That's the idea. Oh, but I started by part B, so sorry. Let's go back to part A. If I can. Yes, here. We have these 6 sentences that are scrambled. Put the words in the correct order to make sentences you can use to lead a problem-solving meeting. That's a really good suggestion, right? Let me check. Hey! Then we have a realistic for us deadline to do what is this. The point is that you have to unscramble the sentence, okay? This important meeting. For many thanks for finding time. This is really easy. Okay, why don't you pause the video, try to do these sentences, and we check during the live lesson. Huh? Yes, I'm going to the next one. Need to a decision on this. Come to we. Ideas to solve the problem. What have do you? The other. Doesn't make any sense, right? Really funny. But it does make sense if you unscramble the words. Why don't you do this? Pause the video and work on these sentences. A lack of the main problem in people investment is. And finally, we have the sentence. Oh no, I shouldn't show you. You are going to work on the sentences, try to make them, and then we have here how to, we have the 6 tips from exercise 1. Remember them? Build positive energy at the beginning, explain what the problem is in a few words, ask for new and creative ideas, give positive feedback on all ideas, make sure the final decision is agreed with everyone, confirm who will do what and by when. The point is that these 6 sentences are connected to these 6 tips. And after unscrambling the sentences, we are going to match with the tips. This is what we are going to do. And after that, we already solved these 3 problems, and I gave you an idea on how to talk about solutions. The idea is to bring other solutions for these problems, okay? And then, look, work in small groups and share your ideas. I gave some very silly and fast ideas, but together we can work on more. And if it's a larger class, you can work on your own ideas and bring to the class to compare with everybody, all right? This is it. After that, we have this wonderful task. Imagine, well, we are going to read the information to read what it is about. Professional context. You work in the learning and development department of a university with thousands of overseas students. Some senior management and academic staff, 10 people, need to improve their English language skills. You have made a list of recommendations. We have the recommendations here, but the budget is limited. The costs represent the price of training all 10 managers equally over a 1 year period. You have a budget of 60,000 euros. Oh, I loved the prices, because if I could charge these prices, I would get rich soon. Oh, look, English training options, and we have, look, individually prepare your ideas on how best to spend the money. This is what you think. Choose 2 of the 6 tips to use during the meeting, because you can join 2 ideas and make the price of 65,000 euros. Like these 2, 49, cheap. 47, no, 67, no. Well, the idea is that we could join like this one with this one, and it would be 64. You understood? Well, and then in groups hold the meeting to discuss the problem and the options to solve it. Decide who will lead the meeting, and then decide how to spend your 65,000 euros budget. Wow! Oh, 65,000 euros! What are the options? Access to online self-learning portal for 1 year, 15,000 euros. Group in-company training, 2 hours per week for 48 weeks. Individual training in the UK or USA, 2 weeks per year. 30-minute weekly email contact with a language teacher. Email? Telephone lessons, 2 hours per week for 40 weeks. Telephone, use Zoom or Google Meetings, Skype. Establish a self-access center with a range of audio and video materials. Create an English language management newsletter. Individual video conference language training, 1 hour per week for 48 weeks. Aha! All right. So what do you think, or which do you think are the best options to build up the value of 65,000 euros? And then with these options, you can create the training for this senior academic staff, senior management and academic staff of that university that you work for, right? And then after your meeting, discuss what went well and what was difficult. Discuss which of the 6 tips people used in the meeting, and if and how they helped to find a solution to the problem. Then share your ideas with the class. The idea is for us to use those 6 tips because they are really good and part of the lesson. And then how can we use them during that meeting to find the best training for those people? Okay, so this is it. Very practical lesson. Hope you are well prepared and we have a wonderful live lesson. See you then. Bye bye.